This Andy at AndyBuyHouses with the 100K play, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. Get in the game.
I stay prayed up, now I'm having my way. Made another 100, that's an ordinary day. Remember I was last, now I'm first on the plane.
All right, so we got the one and only AndyBuyHouses jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, man.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. How about yourself today, too, man?
I'm good. Can't complain. Doing good.
Nah, that's what's good, man. So, yeah, I appreciate you pulling up on us today, too, man.
No problem. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man. So, what else you got working on while you're here in Atlanta, man? What brings you to the city this time?
I came up here. I'm up here for Invest Fest this weekend. Going to Invest Fest. You know, basically got to invest in myself.
Oh, absolutely.
Can't say that you're going to try to get other people to invest in you if you ain't investing in yourself.
No,
so
that's
basically,
very true.
I'm always learning, always, trying to get better, always elevating.
Yeah. Invest Fest, man. Like, I never been to this, man. What be going on at Invest Fest then?
Basically, Invest Fest is basically like a BET award for entrepreneurs. So all the entrepreneurs that's doing stuff on Instagram or got things going on, they had Invest Fest. So,
okay.
And it's also celebrity speakers coming there from other parts of the world to speak also.
Oh, wow.
So basically you get like 50 Cent gonna be there, Steve Harvey, it's a whole bunch of people gonna be there. Like celebrities be there too, speaking.
Yeah. So a lot of game be given out at Invest Fest then, huh?
Yeah, you're gonna leave with a nugget. You should leave with a nugget out of Invest Fest.
Yeah. Have you been to one before too?
Yeah, I've been to 2 of them.
Okay. And you got some valuable game, obviously, if you're coming back for a third time.
That, and I do marketing there, like I do promo for myself.
Okay.
So basically letting people see me, basically just getting in the game where everybody at.
Absolutely, man.
Being in the room, it's all about being in the right room.
Man, sometimes, that one handshake is going to take you very far these days, huh?
Right, it only take one person to get you to the next level.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, so, let's go ahead and dig into your story, man. So, born and raised in Tampa?
I was born in St. Pete,
okay.
But I was raised in Tampa. Like, when I was 11, I moved to Tampa.
Okay.
I stayed there till 18, till I ended up going to federal prison.
Oh, shit.
And then when I got out of prison, that's how I went back to St. Pete. So I was, from 11 to 18, I was in Tampa getting in trouble all the time, juvenile homes, level 6 program, got out of there for 6 months. Then I caught a federal charge, went to the Fed for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Got out of there. I had a job working at nursing home, because I was washing dishes. That's what I did in prison. And then basically, after I worked there for a year, I just decided I didn't want to do that no more. So I needed something else to do. So I went to New York, grabbed me some throwback jerseys, some baby fat clothes, started selling it on the corner. Then I grabbed some CDs. Somebody had some CDs, they were selling them. So I just bought the whole crate they had and started dubbing them up and started selling them myself. True. So I was selling the CDs and the clothes for my daily money. But at that same time, I was going to trade school, learning how to paint cars.
Okay.
So I ended up, opening up my own paint shop after like 9 and 12 months.
Yeah.
And I was painting cars for 9 years. Sure. Then in like 2011, I just seen other people in real estate. So regular people, normal people like me. So I said if they could do it, I could do it. So they made me buy my first couple properties. But I bought my properties, but I wasn't really doing it as a business. I just bought it just because I wanted real estate.
Yeah.
So in 2016, I decided I wanted to do it as a business. So that's when I wanted to start wholesaling. I started out wholesaling first. And that's basically just putting a property under contract and selling it to a whole nother person without owning it. So basically like middleman in it.
Okay.
Okay, after that, then I ended up doing wholesaling. That's like if you can't sell the property to another investor before your time period is up, you close on it yourself, put a little makeup on it, and sell it to another investor. So I started doing that also, and I was making a little more money. I was making anywhere between, 40 to 60K doing it that way.
That's pretty damn good money, right?
So yeah, then in 2020, that got slow. The spread wasn't good between no more. So I just decided I wanted to do new construction. So I never knew nobody doing it. I ain't had nobody to guide me, show me how to do it. So I procrastinated for like 4 months. But I ended up just jumping off the porch. Jumped off the porch and I did it. Learned along the way. It took me 11 months for that first property. And then, when I built it, I made $127,000.
True.
So it's like on my first house, not knowing what I was doing. So once I did that, it's like I ain't doing nothing else. So I've been building ever since. And now I'm actually just showing other people, teaching people how to do it also.
Okay. So when you talk about building, are we just buying like property and then building up? Break this down for us.
When I talk about building, I mean we buying land. We buy a piece of land, and then we just build the whole house up. And the way we doing it too is where most people, they say they building houses, but they pay a GC to build it for them, so they're not actually building a house.
Yeah.
We actually build a house. We pay a GC to put the permit, and we find our own subcontractors to do the work. So we doing it ourselves. We just using their permit to get the, their license to get the permit. But we actually setting everything up, making the payments to the buying the materials. We doing everything ourselves. So we able to do it way cheaper than if we were to pay a GC. We doing it like $100 a square feet. Compared if we were paying the GC to do it, he would want $150 to $250 a square foot to do it.
So you're able to cut the cost basically in half.
Then, huh? Yeah, we building damn near half the price of what house is going for right now.
Oh shit.
And we call it a 100K play because we make 100K on every house that we sell, every house that we build.
And how many of these, properties have you been able to do then?
Like basically, okay, what I did, I had a whole bunch of old rental properties. Like when I started buying properties, but I sold all my old rentals to get all new ones. So now I have like probably four or five that's built now, and I have probably like 7 lots that I got to build on.
Okay. And how long does this whole process take from finding the lot, building it out, and selling it? Is it a 12-month thing, or is it
It's usually, once you get your permit, it usually be like 4 to 8 months. It depends on how you got your team set up. Like if you look at these big companies like D.R. Horton or Lanier Homes or anybody, they build in like 3 months.
Oh shit.
But they got everything, they got a system working. But the average person gonna take them anywhere between 6 to 8 months, as long as they got their financing good and they got their workers lined up.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that lined up right, it could take you anywhere from a year and a half. It all depends. That's why it pays to get mentored to do it the right way, so you ain't gotta waste too much time or waste too much money trying to figure it out.
Yeah. And so how long have you had the 100K play? Like when did you establish this?
The 100K play started in 2021.
Okay.
So I sold my first house in 2020. And then I was in a little group, everybody was telling me like, you need to start teaching people this because the way we do it is different than the way other people do it. Like we do it off credit cards and hard money lenders. So we don't deal with no banks in building a house. It's easier for us to get over 720 credit score, over 5 positive accounts, and less than 2 inquiries than it is for us to get everything that the bank needs. Qualify, they want tax returns, they want this, they want that, it's so much. So if we just make our credit profile look good, we able to get the high limit business credit card, 0% interest. So we use them to start the process, and then we get the hard money lenders, once we get the walls and foundation up, to give us the rest of the money to finish the project.
Oh shit.
Because now they see we got skin in the game, we got money in it, so now they'll be willing to lend us the money compared to if it was just raw land, they're not gonna wanna give you no money for raw land. They'd rather take over something that's tangible that they could touch. And that'll be us getting to the wall, the foundation of the house.
Yeah. So literally doing this off of credit. Am I hearing this right?
Yes.
True.
So basically using other people's money. Like the whole process is using other people's money.
Yeah.
So it's like, a lot of people not teaching it that way. A lot of people trying to go through the banks, but the bank's only gonna give you a certain percentage. You gotta come up with a down payment.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
it's usually 20% or something
right.
like that, right?
So instead of us coming up with our cash, we're using the credit cards to do it.
Oh shit, man. How'd you learn that game? Was it just through trial and error, or did someone kind of teach you this? Or?
No, I just kind of put it together. Like it was, I knew I couldn't get I couldn't get the money from the bank, but I had credit cards. So I said, I need to just use my credit cards to do it.
Yeah.
So I found out we got a way that we could like wire money straight from the card to a title company to buy a property. So you ain't got to try to go take the money off the card or nothing. We can just wire it straight there. It's just a 3% fee that they charge us to do it, but it's still a credit card that we paying it for.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then we also got ways that we could take the money off the cards to get cash to actually start paying some of the workers that got to be paid.
Yeah. So 100K play, this is like a mentorship then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically it's like, I created just to help other people because, I took a lot of seminars, went to a lot of little groups, paid $5,000 for this, $5,000 for that. But when I left, I never got nothing to learn how to do nothing. So I may get a nugget out of it, but it never got me to where I need to, get to actually do something.
Yeah.
So I said, I went to a couple of these, and I want to try to get the people what I wanted. So that's why I created the 100K play to give everybody the information. Like basically, I give them all the game. I have a hard money lender, architect, engineer, general contractor come to the boot camp.
Oh, shit.
So they talk to them. They get to get their contact. Like you actually get to meet the people. I ain't gatekeeping on the information. We got credit people that come there, show them how to get credit. We got funders come there, show them how to get the funding, how to take the money off the car, how to do everything. I teach them the 40 steps on how to build a house, what everything costs, what I'm paying for everything. Like how to find your workers, how you find the land, what to get, what not to get, how to run the numbers to know if you're gonna make $100K on that deal. So basically, that's one of the days. It's the 2-day boot camp on the weekend. That's a Saturday. That Sunday, I come in and I go around and show them my properties and the students' projects. I got a lot of students' projects from out of state that I'm helping build, because I get them my team to actually do it because they're in my mastermind program. And they build it too, so they come to my boot camps. So now they get to see, the people that come to the boot camp get to see the mastermind students down there walking their properties also. So it ain't just me and my properties you see them and their properties that they building also. So, just kind of let people know that anybody could do it. You ain't gotta be special, you ain't gotta be, I don't have no realtor's license, I don't have no contractor's license, I don't have nothing but a driver's license. And I'm still building these houses. Because it's all about who you know and what you know that's gonna make and get things done.
Yeah, it sounds like you found a loophole to go around all that shit, man.
Right, and that's what you gotta do. That's the only way you're gonna really make it somewhere out here, is find the loopholes.
Yeah.
You can't make it trying to do everything, how they got it designed. You gotta find the loopholes to make it in life.
Yeah. So if someone's wanting to join the mentorship, like what should they have? Should they have good credit? Is that necessary or what?
Okay, you would want over 720, less than 2 inquiries and over 5 positive accounts. But if you don't have it, then you could get somebody that do got it and partner with them. While you working on your credit, like it ain't like you gotta be stuck waiting trying to get that fixed. Find somebody that already got it. Or you can find somebody that already got some funding, already got the money, but don't know what to do with it or know how to work it. Like if people know that you know the information that's gonna make them a lot of money off their money that they got sitting, they'll be willing to risk it on you.
Okay.
Some people will.
Yeah.
But they'll never know if you never ask.
So people can really make $100,000 without actually coming out of pocket for anything, right?
Right, as long as you got the right connection. That's what you got to think about. All these big skyscrapers and all this stuff going up, a lot of them people don't use their money. That's all bank money. Or either they gather up other people's money to build it.
Yeah.
Like these hedge funds, that's other people's money they build. They put in the risk, not theirs.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
How many people have you come through the 100K play at this point?
We got over 170 people that came to the boot camp, and then the mastermind program got over 20 people in it.
Okay.
And those are the people that I walked through the whole process of building a house with them, holding their hand until it's done. And basically we do Zoom calls every week. I let them use my whole team, so I get them all my workers.
Okay.
So the thing about us is where a lot of these people are building houses too without having to be there. We work over the phone, because all we doing, the blueprint tell them what to do, the plans. All the workers go out and they do what the plans say. So, and they don't get paid till after the inspection passed.
Okay.
Every time something get done, it's getting inspected by the city. And if it don't get passed, the people don't get paid. So that's why a lot of times they don't got to be there. So a lot of people working with us still got regular jobs also.
That's it.
So yeah, you ain't got to be, you ain't got to have the money, already like that. You ain't got to have over 100,000 or, a certain amount of money. You can do it, as a regular person.
Yeah. So it sounds like with the mastermind program, like people don't have to do shit, right? Like.
Yeah, you got to, okay, what I do, I don't do it for them.
Okay. But you
Right.
show them how to do it.
No, basically I give you my contact, bam.
Okay.
I give you all my subcontractors. And you already know what to do because you came to the boot camp. So now what you're doing, you got your card or however your hard money lender. So you buying your own material and you paying your own workers. So you got to call them and send them out there.
Okay.
Okay, I just got this done, now I need you to go do that. And then if you have any questions or you get stuck anywhere, or like sometimes when they be bidding, there may be one person going 16, one person said 14, one person said 13. They come back to me and say, like, which one of these I should get, what this should be, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of this they doing on their own so they can learn the process. I want to do one with you, and then after that, I don't want to do nothing else with you. You know how to do it yourself.
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
giving them the game already.
It's me teaching you. I don't want to keep hitting you and having you pay me to teach you every build. I'd rather show you one time and you get out, and then now you start feeding your family that way.
Yeah. So how fulfilling is that for you, to be able to help people make $100,000 off this shit, man?
I like it because, we come from the bottom. I was told that, I'd never be nothing. Like, I've been to prison, so you can't really get no good job or nothing. So a lot of people think that their life would be over because they're in that situation. But the thing is, all we gotta do is just create our own life, our own way, and that's what I did. And I had one of my students just sold one of his properties that he built, and he made like $180K doing it.
Oh shit.
And what be funny to me is like the people at first be skeptical about joining my team, like trying to see if it's real or is it believable, like can they do it? And then when they actually done with it, like they be so surprised that it actually worked. But it's like, and I got another guy that he just finished his too, so it just went on the market. He haven't sold it yet, but he built it at like $220,000 all in. But it's on the market for $434. So the funny thing, he calling me, asking me like, hey, I'm gonna be making this much profit. What I could do to like talk the profit, like to cut the profit down. So it's like, we got a whole different mindset now. We ain't thinking about trying to get money back from taxes. We thinking about how we gonna save on our taxes.
Yeah,
now.
real shit.
So it's like now it's changing all the people's mindset, and I like that.
Yeah.
It makes us think different, think outside the box.
Absolutely, man. How proud of yourself are you? You know, how far you've been able to come then?
It still be unbelievable still, like, because, sometimes I own some properties I never been to in 6-7 months. I be forgetting I have it because I just instead of me having my money in banks, I'm gonna go sit in lots, because lots gonna appreciate in value. Money in the bank gonna depreciate. Yeah. So it's like, I just got a bunch of lots sitting, and I'm not gonna really pay attention to it unless it's time to pay taxes on it, or the city call me and say the grass too high. So it's like, I don't know, it feel good though. It still be unbelievable sometimes, like to see that I could go to something and say that it's mine.
Are any of these properties you have like long-term holds?
Yeah, like what I do, I teach them to build the first 1 or 2 properties you're gonna sell to get your money right. And after that, the whole goal is to save it and build wealth. And we're gonna try to the goal is to leave it to our kids. Like we was never left nothing, so we wanna try to build something to leave our kids so they can have something.
Real shit, man. Yeah.
Right.
And I see you be going crazy on social media. You got a huge following, man. How were you able to build up that big following, especially on IG, man?
Just being consistent, and then just going around marketing. Like everywhere I go, like I don't wear other clothes. I wear my clothes everywhere I go. Like a lot of people try to wear designer to look good, but you ain't realizing you making them people rich. You ain't doing nothing for yourself.
Yeah.
So me, everywhere I go, I may have some Gucci shoes or Gucci belt, but my shirt gonna be me. You gonna see me every time you see me. And that's how I promote myself, and that's what got my following up.
I see you be doing videos with Wallow, Gilly. I seen you even at Boozie's house before too, man.
Right.
How are you able to get in these rooms with these guys?
Just knowing the right people, and like you say, it's only 2 ways to get in the rooms with people that got something going on. You're either gonna pay to get in the room, or you're gonna bring value to them. So if for anybody in here trying to get in those right rooms, those are the only 2 ways to do it.
Yeah.
Bring value, or pay to get in it, or know somebody that know the people. Those are the only ways to get in.
Yeah. And have you been able to help out some celebrities too? Have they joined the boot camp yet?
I got a couple NFL players that I'm finna do some projects with. Cause now we start doing bigger projects now. We started with single family homes, now we're moving into townhomes, tiny home villages, and subdivisions.
Oh shit,
So
whole subdivisions?
Yeah, like maybe 10 houses, a little cul-de-sac with 10 houses, 5 on each side, stuff like that. But yeah, it's the same process. Like building one house, we just doing it 10 times. It's gonna cost you way more money, but it's the same process. So once you learn it one time, like you ain't no telling where you can go with it. It's all about what you think and how you could think. But I got a couple celebrities that's hitting me up, and we finna start building some townhomes together.
Okay. And you're all over the country too, right? Like this isn't just based in Florida, or?
Yes, basically I only build in an 1.5-hour radius of me.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah, I don't do it in other states because my team here, and I'd rather just have my team go to all the projects than try to find new teams there where I go.
Yeah. Is that like one of your long-term goals to kind of be able to set up in different cities, or are you happy just being there?
I'm good where I'm at, because we got a lot around us like now. Stuff higher there to buy land, but our profits are higher too. Like they sell for higher because we're in Florida. Everybody want to come to Florida. It's a retirement state. If you know everybody coming here, why would I leave and try to go to somewhere else where it ain't that busy? So it's like, if we making money here, everybody want to come here, everybody steady moving here. Like, I'm gonna stay here where it's at until it stops.
Yeah, and I know personally, Tampa's been one of the biggest markets for real estate these past 5 years. Like, prices have soared up there too.
I noticed, because when I sold my first property, I sold it for $292,000. And I thought I hit me a lick, because I made $127. But now that same property worth $460. So I actually lost more than I actually made.
Huh.
So it's like, that's why we're starting to hold them now. Like, we'd
Absolutely,
rather
yeah.
hold them and refi or do DSCR loans, take our money out, and still let it keep getting equity and appreciation. So the thing I realized is a lot of times when we sell the property, we only eat off it once.
Yeah.
When we keep the property, we get to eat off it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. When the rate changes, the rate get lower, we can keep refi and taking money out. So, you know, that's what the wealthy people do. They eat off refis, pay no taxes on the refi, and that's how you eat.
Yep. Because there's one thing that's not building more of is land. Like,
Right.
there's only so much land you can buy.
Right.
So these prices are going to continue to go up too.
Right, and a lot of people keep thinking they're gonna wait for the market to fall. It ain't.
Oh, it's not.
They missed that. It's over
Yeah.
with. And they never see that again. That 2008, that's over with. That'll never happen again. 2011, 12, when they started picking back up, that's when I started buying. I was buying stuff cheap for like 40, 50, 30.
Phew.
Now those same properties were 300, 350. It's crazy.
Yep. But like you said, they're just going to keep going up. So
Right.
I always say the best time to buy real estate is right now
Now.
today.
Right.
Because tomorrow is going to be a different price.
And that's a lot of things too. A lot of my students, like when we first started this, when we were buying lots, they was 80 grand. Now you can't get a lot. You'd be lucky to find one 110, 120.
True.
So it's like they don't went up 40,000 within a couple of years.
Yeah.
So it's like the longer you wait, the more you're gonna pay.
No, that's wild, man. Yeah.
Right.
What's some goals for a 100K play then?
100K play finna change. 100K play gonna turn into the $1 million lick. So when we start building these townhomes, subdivisions, and all these little mini home, tiny home villages, they're gonna change to $1 million lick. So every lick gonna be worth $1 million. So basically, I'm just elevating and changing the numbers. It's the same process, same thing. We just doing bigger stuff.
Yeah.
So multifamily, the townhome, subdivisions, that's what we on. That's what 100K play is gonna transform into.
Okay. And you also got an ebook available too, right?
Yeah, we got an ebook for the people that can't make the boot camp. Like, we got an ebook, so if they still want to get some knowledge on about what's the 40 steps to how to build a house. Yeah, we got that for them also.
Yeah.
Ebook, and then finna have a little community that I'm working on where it's gonna be like $99 a month, where we got a chat going on to where we get, they get to chat with some of the people some of my mastermind students and some people that have been through the boot camps. And then we also gonna have like a little school in there that's actually giving them some information on some real estate.
Okay.
And it's gonna be like a little membership, $99 a month on that one.
Oh, that's gonna be dope right there, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Are you an avid reader? You've been reading some good books?
I do Audible.
Okay.
Like some of the best books that I had was Who Not How. You know about that?
I heard of it, yeah.
Who Not How. Everybody like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You in real estate, you got like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Then what's another one? Atomic Habits. That's a good book.
Okay.
Yeah, so those some of that. Like you gotta be learning. Like you never know. You can't be still. You can't be comfortable out here. You gotta stay growing. And the only way you're gonna stay growing is to keep learning. And books help you do that.
Absolutely, yeah. What's the website you got set up where people can learn more information about 100K Play then?
They can follow me at AndyBuyHouses on Instagram, on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok. AndyBuyHouses, and that's where I'm giving all the information. So basically, you go to there, you're gonna see what I do and how I do it. You're gonna see some of my projects. You're gonna see some of my student projects. Like a lot of people tell you what their student's doing. They say, oh, my student made this, my student made that, my student did this, but you can't see it.
Yeah, it could be all cap at the end of
Right.
the day, right?
You go to my page, you see the properties, you seeing their properties, you seeing them at their properties. Like it ain't just me just talking about it. So it's like that what differentiates me between a lot of people that's out here. A lot of people talk it, but if you look at my page, we show it.
Yeah, I feel like that's important is to have those referrals, those
Right.
references that people could see. It's like, oh shit, he's not all bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's actually people making 100K off
Right.
this shit.
And
too.
then when you do stuff like that, it's like the people market for you. You don't have to market for yourself anymore. Like people, somebody go and make 100, 150,000, they never seen that type of money in their life. But now, they think they ain't gonna tell people about it. You think they ain't gonna talk. So it's like, they helping you promote yourself.
Yeah.
It's just like having a good product, people gonna find you.
How much has your life changed these past 3 years since you launched 100K Play then?
Oh, it changed a lot. Like I've been able to live out my dreams, get anything that I wanted. Like, I remember, like, before this, I used to go around checking the gas, who got the lowest gas in the city. Now we just ride around to whatever gas station we want to go to. I want to go to Wawa, where Wawa at? You don't even look at the numbers no more. You just look at for the gas station. So it's like your mindset, your mind changed. Like you don't look, you don't look at numbers no more. You just look at convenience.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that changed, over the success that I had. It's more of what's convenient for me than more of what it costs.
Yeah. And like you said, building up that generational wealth to where, I don't know if you have kids, but you're going to have a lot to leave to them too.
Yeah, I got kids, yeah. And what I'm doing for my kids, I'm leaving each one of my kids a house and $100,000. That's my goal. So it's like, now you got an opportunity. You got a chance that daddy didn't have.
Yep.
Now it's on you to take this and do the right thing with it. With the house, you can keep it, you can move in it, or you can rent it out for income. So you got to decide what you want to do. And that's my goal for my kids. That's what I'm doing for my kids.
Yeah, it's like you're giving them a head start in life, man.
Right.
Like you said, something you didn't have.
Right.
Yeah.
We had to figure it all out from the mud, get it from the mud, figure out a way to do it.
Yeah.
So, in order for me to change that, somebody got to change it. So most likely it's going to have to be us because ain't nobody else going to give you nothing. So you're going to have to figure it out on your own, find a way to do it, find something you like, and put your money into it and invest in yourself.
No, absolutely, man. Yeah. What's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now today?
Advice to the youth, first thing to do, okay, don't think about cash. Like a lot of people think cash is good. I got cash, I got money. Like when I owned properties, I thought owning properties was good, like free and clear. But cash is nothing, you need credit. Credit to elevate, credit gonna get you to the next level, credit gonna get you way, you can get a $500,000 in credit way quicker than you can get $500,000 in cash. So don't think just because you got credit or credit card that debt is bad. All debt is not bad. It's all depending on what you're doing with that debt. Mm-hmm. If you're using that debt to make more money, then go ahead and do it because you're just flipping it. So basically don't think cash is king. Cash is not king, credit is. And then also think that, you want to get in real estate. Most of the wealthy people in real estate. Mm-hmm. Anybody that's wealthy, they own some kind of real estate. So find some kind of way to get your credit right. Stay on your grind. Stay out of the bad environments, get around people that you want to be like and that you want to learn from, and grab you some real estate, some kind of way.
Now that's solid advice, and it always makes me wonder, like, why don't they teach us this shit in school? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't teach us this in high school about financial literacy
Right,
and shit
you got to
like that.
think, school was made for us to be employees. It wasn't made for us to be bosses or entrepreneurs, because then now who gonna work for them?
Not real shit. No,
So
that's
they
true.
need to create them employees. So the school was built to create their employees to work for them.
Yeah.
So the only way you're gonna really learn is to learn stuff outside of school. A lot of people, the funny thing is like I got a 9th grade education. I've never been past the 9th grade.
Oh wow.
So it's a lot of the students, well a lot of not really students, but it's a lot of the people that finished college, finished school, and went to college, did that. They come and asking me for a job. When I was in school, y'all was picking at me. Y'all was doing this, y'all was doing that. I was the bad guy. Now all of a sudden you want to work for the bad guy.
And they're probably in debt with their college loans.
You went to college, you don't learn all this, but they were teaching you, but you still got nowhere. You still working at McDonald's, you still working at Dunkin'. So it's like school is cool, but school you gotta keep going. You can't stop.
Yeah.
And the best education gonna be self-education.
Yep.
Except investing in yourself, investing in these books that's gonna help you.
Absolutely, man. And what motivates you or inspires you not to become complacent?
Just basically, I don't know, just being able to not having nothing and just being able to provide for other people, like give people what I always wanted. And that's my whole goal. Like I don't want to be out here flash. Like if you look at my page, I don't really flash stuff too much like a lot of these people on social media. You're gonna see more of what I do and how I do it. The properties, me showing, giving back, me showing people how to, help their families. I get more out of seeing somebody else help their family, than me just, glorifying what I do.
How they doing this shit either,
Right.
too. I look at your page, it's like, here's the property I just built.
Right. So it's basically I ain't telling you what I'm doing. I'm showing you what I'm doing.
Yo.
And that's the difference. Like, that's what I like doing. That's what makes me, feel good.
Yeah. And is IG the best way to contact you, or how should people contact you?
Yeah, IG the best. AndyBuyHouses on IG because that's what I'm on mostly. But it's other YouTube, TikTok, Instagram also.
Okay.
Facebook also, but Instagram is the most active I'm on.
I got you, man. Cool. Anything else you're working on right now, Andy, that you can reveal, man?
Yeah, we got I got 3 townhomes working on. I got another lot, acre and a half. We finna put like 6 to 8 townhomes.
Oh, wow.
Then I got another one that's an acre that we're gonna try to put 4 to 6 on. So basically now, next year gonna be the $1 million plays. This year we finishing out the 100K play.
Yeah.
So next year everything, elevating, going to the next level. So for the people that, think that the program costs too much to get in now, you definitely ain't gonna be ready for the next.
Nah, salute to you and congrats on all your success too, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You got any shout outs you like to give before we wrap it up here?
Not really, no. Good. Like basically just shout out to my team, to the people that's helping me get to the next level. You can't do this all by yourself. You gotta have a team, in order to move to the next level and to move fast. Because one person trying to do, the whole thing, you'll get burnt out. So, you gotta have the right team, have people in places, so you ain't gotta do everything. And, when you do that, you'll be able to move way faster and better.
Yeah.
So shout out to the team that's behind me and helping me, and shout out to the team that's finna get behind me. And shout out to the people that's finna invest in me, and we finna get this money. We also doing ADUs, so you know what an ADU is? It's like an apartment garage that be behind the house.
Okay.
So basically you have a house in the front, then you have an ADU in the back. So basically we do that to create more income on one piece of land. So
Okay, so on property people already own then?
Right. You can do it on something you own or something you're building.
Yeah.
So basically if you trying to get more income off a lot that's not zoned single family, well it's zoned single family, it's not zoned multifamily, you're still getting more than one structure on it, so you could get more income on it. So basically we could use an ADU. We could either stay in the front house, 3-2 in the front, ADU with a 1-1 in the back. You can stay in that front house, Airbnb the back ADU, and you can use that to pay the whole mortgage for the house, or you can live for free.
There you go.
Or if you just building something that you want to build cash flow from, you can get income from the house in the front, income from the ADU in the back, the apartment garage at the top, and then the garage at the bottom, that's another storage unit. So now you got 3 different incomes off one property. So
Well, you smart with this shit, huh?
We got the plays like that we doing. We got plays to where we got, like we building one house. We build 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, so each bedroom got its own bath, and we just rent out the rooms. So now it's like we getting 4 incomes from one property. So if you rent out the rooms, let's say $1,000 a month, like you'll be able to make $4,000 off that house instead of renting it out to a regular tenant getting 2. So it's all kind of ways in this to make money.
Oh yeah. I feel like as long as you're creative with this shit, you can find new ways to make some money.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty ways.
Prayed up, now I'm having my way. Made another 100, that's an ordinary day. Remember I was last, now I'm first on the plane.